What is communism? That is communism. How can we know when we are dealing with communism? Well, are we dealing with hatred of God? Are we dealing with the destruction of private property? Are we dealing with civil strife? Are we dealing with the destruction of all forms of representative government? Are we dealing with either a covert or overt world revolution? That is communism. How many check marks have you made so far? Now, how can we know who is a communist? Communists support these things that we were just talking about. Let me tell you what communists do. You want to know when you've got a communist? This was the plan passed from Joseph Stalin to various communist district organizers in helping America self-destruct. Religion, in the area of religion, by philosophy, mysticism, the development of liberal cults, and the furtherance of atheism, discredit all Christian creeds. What have we got today? We've got New Age, occult cartoons, occult in the bookstores, occult in the public schools, and occult movies and occult videos. In the ethical area, corrupt morality by advocating promiscuity and advising high school and university students to practice promiscuity, introduce companionate marriage ideas, advocate legalized abortions, destroy the family, abolition of inheritance, even to the extent of names, destruction of all records of title, birth, family history. So what have they done? Promote sex education, hand out condoms, promote living together, homosexuality, lesbianism, and divorce when it's convenient. This is communism. In the aesthetic area, what did Joseph Stalin tell his various communist district organizers to do? Cultivate the ugly. Cultivate futuristic and aberrant art, literature, drama, and music. Cultivate the practice of crude Orientalism, modernism, and degenerate perversion. Our government finances this. During the early part of Bill Clinton's administration, under Jane Alexander, American taxpayers financed a 3-foot mound of synthetic excrement, a sculpture of 2 women engaging in oral sex, a film actually showing one man pushing his head into another man's rectum, a photo of a man with a bullwhip in his rectum, a film depicting Jesus Christ as a topless woman, and a porn film titled The Sluts and Goddesses Workshop. Wake up! This is communism. In the sociological, abolition of social opposition by subversive practices, the display of vulgar extravagance, promotion, and exaggeration of all social and economic conditions, political corruption, create unrest, suspicion, revolt by the workers, intensify class war. How do you do that? Blacks against whites, haves against have-nots, people with jobs against people with no jobs, men against women, women against men, liberals against conservatives, conservatives against liberals, homosexuals against Christians, children against parents, parents against children, Muslims against Jews. Only 40 or 50 years ago, this nation didn't feel that way. We were together. We fought a war together. World War II we fought together. World War I we fought together. But why? We fought World War I to get the League of Nations. We fought World War II to get the United Nations. There has never been a doubt in the people who are running this little machine where we're going. We're going into the New World Order. In the industrial and financial, the communists want to create mistrust of banks by circulation of rumors of instability and distress. Destroy ideals in craftsmanship. Can you buy anything today that's well made? Everything is junk. Everything is a piece of plastic. You buy a shirt, the button's off in a week. Standardize cheap and shoddy. Advocate state monopoly of ownership, even though it's private. Exchange all foreign currency at a slight discount for U.S. gold. Gradually withdraw gold from circulation. It's gone. This is communism. Political. Set up the ideal of thinking internationally. Your House of Representatives knows this. This was Joseph Stalin. Set up the ideal of thinking internationally so as to undermine national patriotism. Weaken all government departments by corruption. Attack all political parties and create suspicion and distrust upon any and all occasions. You know, do we vote Republican or do we vote Democrat? Well, it's up to you. Do you vote for Satan or the devil? Take your pick. Amplify facts by fiction and create startling exposures. Ridicule all patriotic effort and undermine all preparation for defense. Carry out our set policy for world revolution outlined in Reichhoff's position. And what was Reichhoff's position? It is our duty, he said, to inculcate in the minds of all nations the theory of international friendship. The theory of international friendship. Pacifism. Peace is what we hear today. And disarmament, which the Vatican promotes right now, by the way. Encouraging resistance to military appropriations and training at the same time. However, never for one moment relaxing our efforts in the upbuilding of our own military establishment. So, whether they're a card-carrying communist or not, an individual who supports the things that we just read is, in fact, living up to and working for the values and the system of communism. Well, the media tells us that communism is dead. I'm going to tell you that any sense of truth coming from the media is what is dead. Now, how does communism work? How has it worked in country after country after country after country? In this book, I had to cut out 2 chapters because as I allowed people to read it, I found out that they were not able to just take it in. You see, Catholics have a history too. And most Catholics don't know their history. It's pretty intriguing though, because Catholics have lived through some of the worst revolutions applied to any group, including those who lived through the German Holocaust. But not one time, but time after time after time. In France, and in Spain, and in Portugal, and in the Philippines, and in Mexico, and in Russia. And soon, I'm sure, in the United States of America. How does it happen? Well, first of all, you get a group of people who, by the rule of law, George Bush told us, I quote, by the rule of law, we will have a new world order. What is the rule of law? Pretty simple. You write the laws. You make up the rules to the game. So now we're playing your game. You know, it just tickles me to hear these call-in shows and hear these people tell the talk show radio host about we the people. We the people what? We the people haven't done anything in this country for 200 years. We're just now figuring it out. We the people have been living in a Masonic republic for 200 years. Hello? Wake up. Now this is the way it goes. You accumulate people in the Congress. You accumulate people in the executive branch who all have the same